Hello and welcome back to Secret Saboteur. This is the final recap part. We're going to cover almost everything that has happened thus far. So, I don't quite remember where we last left off, so I'm just going to cover everything. So, C0 was being a bit aggressive to me. C0's over there. He's Olive. So I was moving a force over here with my lieutenant in order to stop it, but I must have forgot to have another future order that just allowed Aclonicy to go and launch it at the mine. And I almost took it, actually. I just barely lost due to that lieutenant having the power of the general. So if he didn't have his specialist hired just right, I actually would have been able to take the mine, which actually would have been pretty awesome. Aclonicy would have done me a favor. But we also kind of agreed that we wanted our lieutenants back, so if I released his lieutenant, he would release mine. But it was already so close to the end of the game, neither of us could use it. Let's see. Things weren't looking good for me here either, with Grayselin, where he kind of just took out that entire side, and since that was the majority of my factories, I couldn't do much. Here's Johnny still trying to grab bases. I think he actually does grab that one. But yeah, Aclonicy is able to grab a base up here, and I don't quite have much left to live for. I'm able to knock away his hypnotist, so I'm able to release my smuggler and get it back, which is nice. He kept on poking his infiltrator in and out, but because he didn't want to waste Drillos on the sentry, I could easily block it at almost every time. So let's see. I kind of just mount everything into a final attack here, and I thought, hey, I might as well try to take Johnny Ocean's mine, because I don't really want him to win. I'd rather Aclonicy win at this point. So, I launched an attack. I wake up in the morning to see, because it's just outside my sonar ring, so I don't know if I was going to win or not. I didn't even know what was there. I wake up in the morning to find out that he was eliminated. Pretty big shock. I think it was just over here with the helmsman, well, because he didn't check in time, he just died. Which is kind of sad, but that's how it plays sometimes. I know I was worried about that over here for a bit, because that helmsman to my queen is only about like a 6-hour journey, and I sleep at least 8 hours a day. So if he attacked at just the right point at night, I would die and I wouldn't be able to do anything. I was kind of hoping if I just stayed alive long enough, I might be able to gain a medal, but as you see in the last few hours, that's not the case. I take 5th place with exactly 1 Neptunium and 3 bases, which, hey, 5th place out of 8. That's still pretty bad, but at least I'm not a loser, like all those people. So yeah, I already watched all of Aclonicy's videos at this point, since this one's a bit late, and I think he was definitely right saying that his strategy was much better. Well, he's crippled me the entire game. I wasn't able to launch any attacks because, see, I lose about 100 here, and yellow doesn't like me. I lose even more, 20 there. I lose the 108 with the lieutenant. So anytime I even tried to do attack, I lost everything. After like the first day, I kind of learned, I tried to lock everything down so that he couldn't move stuff by having an order in the future so you couldn't interrupt it. But I would always cancel that order before it actually happened. But Aclonicy kind of did a better job at it. He always had all his stuff in lockdown, and instead of actually trying to cripple him, because he never had enough Drillos at any base that wasn't already moving, so it wasn't like over here where he could just launch a bunch of 30s. He never had more than like 10, unless he was already moving it. So yeah, instead I ended up taking a bunch of pot shots, I'll call them. Well, I just noticed one small thing that he forgot, almost always involving specialists, and I'll just try to cripple him there, like the inspector. I'd almost always launch it the farthest away, like, I don't quite remember. Yeah, right there, Double Thief Helmsman. Right after that, instead of just trying to make it look like another attack, I launched it as far away as possible, because at that point, I knew Aclonicy's diplomacy skills are masterful, so even if someone else took it, he could probably negotiate a release. So I thought at least this way, there's at least like a 50-hour gap that he can't use it. But with a helmsman, that's not much less. But I also did that a bunch of other times. And I didn't use all my checks. So I hardly check my own subterfuge enough to stay afloat, let alone check enough to try to kill Aclonicy. So I kinda had troubles there. But I was able to just keep taking out a couple of specialists. But besides that, I didn't really do that much to him. He was definitely superior. He definitely deserved the gold medal. I'd say in subterfuge, Aclonicy is definitely better than me. But that's fine. I got one Neptunium, and that's a winner in my book. Yeah, didn't think there was much else. I wasn't able to really do anything. As I said, Aclonicy he did such a good job of shutting me down. I couldn't launch any attacks, I could barely defend. He had everyone against me. I'm still impressed about how well he did everything. But yeah, I'm trying to scroll around really quickly to see if there's anything of note, but I don't really think so. I was allied with C0 towards the end. Well, we kind of just agreed not to attack each other, which is good because I was already worried about Grace alone enough. But yeah, that's the game. I did terribly. We already got a topic for the next A to Z, which I'm not allowed to spoil, but hopefully I'll fare much better over there. You know, thinking over, I think Aclonicy has beaten me in a majority of these A to Zs. Yeah, but it's what I should expect from fighting against him. Oh well, I'll see you all next time in the next A to Z topic.